Well, let's go meet the... Actually, I was gonna say let's meet the old man in his house, but, let's get some new gear. So I'm gonna do that real quick and talk to... He's the person I want to talk to. Chris the Maven. Hello, I'm here to tell you about something... Oh, yeah, this is another person. Moonblade +1, yay, 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 yay. Pretty much... These are just tell you where you get each item if you ever need to want to know where to get all the synthesizing mats, but don't worry about that. I believe you can even check that in the monster area. Oh wait, he's the general shop guy, so... I'm just gonna buy all this stuff and I'll meet you after, because it might take me a while. Oh yeah, look at this. We can make children's sunglasses, or child sunglasses. Should we make Raven, or not Raven, the Carol look like a badass? Or Yuri? You know what? I'm making Carol look like the badass. Yeah. We'll come across more jet black ink, don't worry. Okay, we're back. Oh god, I bought a shit ton of weapons.
Synthesis artisans are amazing. They produce such lovely items in such a short time.
Yes, it really is an art. The quality is always second to none, too. And the same artisan is always sneaking into the cities we visit just before we get there.
What? Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. I wish I had half the vitality he has. We're nothing compared to how much he gets around.
Yeah, right, okay. There's no way he could do that.
Really? Do you think it's more likely that the world's full of such skilled artisans?
You too, Judith? You really believe that?
And he must have great instincts, too. We should see about getting him to join Brave Vesperia.
Really? Carol, the next time we meet him, let's see if he'll join.
Right, okay.
Whoa, I think those two actually fell for all that.
The princess and the kid still have a lot to learn.
I hear they're actually using Blastia to do the synthesis. You know, maybe we got a little carried away.
I would laugh if they came back with someone like, he's ready to join our guild. It's like, what? Someone can do that? He's gotta be a fake. Anyways, I got a shit ton of weapons. I'm gonna equip a couple, new one on Yuri just cause, it'll let us, well, we got Runeblade here, Ares, Shadowfang, and the Vorpal Sword. I'm gonna do Vorpal Sword because there's 2 more altered arts we can get. So we'll worry about those, and we get life up, which is nice. Occasionally increase your max HP after battle, so yeah. Plus we do get an actual attack boost. And it doesn't look that bad. Oh, by the way, look what I did to Carol. He's gonna look like a little badass now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Little lunch lady badass. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, anyway, so let's go see the Elder. I had enough fun with that. We're gonna be getting like probably 3-4 more altered arts now. That's gonna be awesome. Actually, no, 5.
Do you think we should really just go in?
I know, what if he thinks we're gonna rob the place? Hey, let's rob the place!
He's the one who told us to wait for him here.
I guess the Critians really are different.
They don't seem to be in any great rush to get things done, that's for sure.
I know, they certainly are weird, aren't they?
Actually, you're kind of like that too, Judith.
That's funny, I don't see that at all.
Of course you wouldn't.
Ah, there you are.
Welcome back.
I've kept you waiting. Now, please, step this way if you will.
I don't see how you're acting all humble about it when you knew damn well we're gonna be waiting in your house. Old people. They're crazy.
Huh? This is the very means by which the lore of Miorzo is passed on.
But, it's just a wall.
Judith, use the Nagig as you touch the wall, and repeat these words. City of dreams, veiled in mist, reality's extension.
City of dreams veiled in mist. Reality's extension?
What's happening?
We Critians possess an ancient power known as the Nagig that reveals the stories hidden in objects. These murals appear only when this power is joined with the proper incantation.
This painting is kind of creepy.
The Kritya, stewards of wisdom, founders of the mighty Garayos and ancient sages, our misbegotten wisdom has sown only the seeds of ruin. The Blastia we created granted us blessings, but also blighted the air, lifeblood of this world.
Then Rita was right. There were disturbances in the air in the past.
You think this is showing a disturbance in the air?
It looks more like the air is trying to eat the planet.
It is said that a great mass of air threatened to swallow the very planet whole.
The blight grew ever stronger and brought forth a cataclysm. In our terror, we gave a name to the cataclysm, the Adephagos.
Adephagos.
The world united to challenge the Adephagos and banish the loathsome power which created it.
Hey, could that be the Untilakea?
It does look a bit like monsters and humans fighting something off together.
Though the Garayo civilization was lost, the Adephagos was quelled in the end. The fact that we are all still here today is evidence enough of that.
So then, is this painting showing the Adephagos being brought under control?
Hey, what's the last thing it says there?
Judy?
Hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the child of the full moon. The Adephagos disappeared into the void.
What?
The world's prayers. Life faded from the children of the full moon.
Our world was preserved, but the story shall remain here for generations to tell of our sin.
Well, looks like the world kind of just dropped the ball on that again.
240th year of Asur.
What's that supposed to mean?
There is no further explanation of what each of these phrases may mean.
It means we are screwed. Eventually.
Our ancestors created the Blastia, which led to the downfall of their entire civilization. They then chose to abandon the Blastia and sever their ties with the outside world.
Estelle!
Let her go.
This is all the lore of Miorzo.
Thanks. You've given us a lot to think about.
You know what's helpful? There's this magic cucumber that'll turn any dish into a gourmet meal.
Oh god, here he goes, rambling with the stories.
I think we'll pass. Could we trouble you for a place to rest a while? I feel we may need to impose on you until our friend has calmed down.
You are free to use the house next door. No one lives there right now.
Thank you. Okay, let's be going.
Estelle left the party. And apparently we're gonna break into someone's house and go to sleep in it. Or or rather a house for sale. If the real estate agent comes by and be like, check out this house. People, what are you doing in here?
Everything the elder said is true, isn't it?
His interpretation of the murals might not be perfect, but with all he told us, it was very convincing.
We knew this was a global problem once we talked to Pharaoh. He granted us time because he knew how we would react when we saw this.
He probably wanted to show us humanity ain't cut out to handle the situation.
And to make us give up on Estelle.
So everything's just going according to Pharaoh's plan then? I will not let that happen. Never. I won't give up on her.
We don't have to give up on her, we just have to give her up to Pharaoh. See, Rita, there's a difference. Ha ha ha. Alright, well, let's go find her. Or actually, I don't know where she is. Let's go stay in that house. And go to sleep. Because we're tired.
The cataclysm? The Adephagos?
If that legend's true, then maybe the power of the child of the full moon isn't the only thing to blame for bringing out the Adephagos.
But what about the hearing the world's prayers, life faded from the children of the full moon part?
Maybe they averted danger by killing the cause of the Adephagos, the children of the full moon.
But wait! Aren't the Hermes Blastia the real cause? Can't we just stop those?
It might not be just the Hermes Blastia. That legend made it sound like all Blastia disturb the world's air. Right, Rita?
The Elder said that Blastia are Blastia. There are no normal ones or special ones. I think that means the only thing that's different is how much air each formula uses.
Even the Blastia we're using?
Bodhi Blastia are special, but all Blastia utilize air in a formula. They're all the same, and formulas need air to work. The Hermes technique, the children of the full moon, they're probably only part of the danger. With more and more Blastia, the Adephagos will awaken. This is what the Entelekea are afraid of.
And that's what I was worried about.
I didn't want to admit it. Blastia couldn't be bad. The people who used them for evil were the bad ones. That's what I always believed. But I was wrong.
So does that mean we have to stop every Blastia? Like the people here in Myorzo did?
That's impossible. We need Blastia for our everyday lives. Barrier Blastia, Aqua Blastia, Bodhi Blastia too.
Yeah, you're right. I couldn't take on a really tough monster if I didn't have this.
Yeah.
I wish we could use Blastia without worrying about consuming air. But I guess that's just a dream.
Well, we could just destroy some Blastia. Of course, there's gonna be air consumption, but maybe not a dangerous amount.
The Rhizomata formula.
What's that?
All things exist due to the sublimation, reduction, formation, and dispersion of air. Some think that a still undiscovered theory could freely manipulate those essential mechanisms of air. Formulating that theory is the ultimate goal of current magical research by mages around the world.
So that's the Rhizomata formula?
If it's found, manipulating air will become so much easier. Of course, we need a formula to reconstruct air from power that was originally converted from air. But Estelle's power is actually directly manipulating air. Estelle is the closest thing to the Rhizomata formula. If we can use a formula to interfere with and neutralize Estelle's power...
I don't really get it, but if you work out that formula thing, then Estelle can live in peace, right?
So by that logic, if we could control the excess of air, we could prevent provoking the Adephagos.
Awesome!
So we're supposed to go looking for some formula that researchers all over the world can't find? Now you're really dreaming.
I will figure out this formula. For Estelle and for me.
Yeah, you do that.
Huh? Raven, where are you going?
For a walk. All this talk about saving the world, the ultimate goal of magical research. This conversation's a little much for old Raven to keep up with.
Raven left the party.
That formula sounds nice and all, but the air is getting worse as we're sitting here.
Yeah. For now, we have to find whoever is making the Hermes Blastia. Otherwise, it'll be too late, just like Pharaoh said.
But how are we supposed to find whoever that is?
If we follow whoever's looking for Apatheia, they should lead us right to them. Cores are made from Apatheia, after all.
So Flynn and Nan and their friends.
Yeah,
I wonder if we'll have to fight them.
that's kind of up to them.
What was that?
Ah, crap. Something happened. Why does this always happen? Why does danger follow me? This Blastia is working. Why? This one is fitted with a core. Something's written here. Warp Blastia. So in other words, someone used this to leave Myorzo. It looks that way. What could a functional Blastia be doing here? It appears that someone left the town. Estelle. Where's Estelle? Wait, and where's the old man? Huh? You don't think both of them used this? The Blastia in our town should have all lost their cores back in ancient times. A core is probably brought in from outside the town. It should require adjustments to function properly, but Estelle's an exception to the rules. If she can interact directly with the air, she might also be able to reconstruct air to fit the core's formula. But why would she... Elder, could you get everyone to help us see if we can find our friends in the town? Very well. Let's look for them too.
I never should have left Estelle alone. Maybe I couldn't have done anything, but I should have stayed with her. She was so depressed.
You're not responsible for this. Beating yourself up over it won't bring her back.
I know.
And what happened to Raven?
He was acting a little strange.
You think they're working together?
I really doubt they'd both disappear at the same time.
But why just the two of them?
Don't make me start questioning your loyalties, Raven.
Someone's gonna get smacked.